Let's wobble again, like we did last year.
Stall. Now, Ben's dad sold saucepans, baking trays, wooden spoons, washing powder, brushes, pot cleaners, dusters and polish. And the people that came to the market, well, they liked Ben's dad's stall because everything he sold was cheap and because he made them laugh. Now then, who's for a bargain? He'd cry, holding up some wooden spoons. Wooden spoons, guaranteed to stir up all the family. And while the people crowded round to hear Dad selling his goods, Ben was kept busy wrapping things up and giving them to the customers. Ben liked his dad, because everything he did was funny and he made people laugh. One Saturday, it was very windy, and as Ben and his dad put up their stall, the wooden slats rattled and the canvas top flapped about. "I don't know," said the woman on the material store. "I hate windy days. Nobody thinks about new dresses on windy days like today." And the man on the fruit and vegetable stall said, "Oh, dearie, dearie me. I hate windy days. Nobody goes shopping on windy days." And the man down on the bookstall shouted up, "Oh, trade will be terrible today, terrible. Nobody wants to buy a book on a day like today. Oh, terrible." Well, meanwhile, Ben was tidying up some empty boxes underneath the stall, when suddenly he felt something in the bottom of one of the boxes. It was a large plastic packet. Pulled it out. Balloons. Different shapes and colours. "Dad, Dad, look what I found." "Fancy you finding them," said Dad. "Haven't seen them for ages. Got 'em cheap one weekend." I know. Come on, let's get busy." And because there weren't any customers about, they started blowing up the balloons. Bit difficult in the wind, though, but once they'd done it, they tied them to the side of the stall. Well, there were all sorts of balloons. There were big, fat, sausagey-shaped balloons. There were long, thin, crinkly-shaped balloons. There were round ones and pear-shaped ones. There were balloons shaped like fish. And there was even one like a cat, with a big smile and 2 pointy ears. "Oh, dear, balloons," said the man on the fruit and vegetable stall. "Fancy putting up balloons on a day like today." And the man from the bookstall said nothing, just, "Oh, oh." Well, meanwhile, customers had started to come into the market, and they looked a bit gloomy too. And the wind was making the balloons bob about, when suddenly one of them, the cat-shaped balloon with the smile and the pointed ears, it broke free, and it started to fly madly about the market. It bounced from one stall to another, then it landed on the baby's pram, making the baby laugh. Then it bounced on top of a man's bald head. Boing! Then it landed on some fish in the fish stall, and all the children in the market, they started following the balloon round, shouting, "Balloon cat, balloon cat." Well, as it flew through the air, it had this big smile on its face, and that made people laugh. Well, at that moment, Dad picked up a duster in one hand and a brush in the other and said, "A free balloon for every customer today." Well, all the mums and dads brought their children over to Dad's stall and had a look at the balloons. And when they got there, well, they remembered they needed to get some polish, or they needed to get some dusters or some saucepans. But before long, the whole stall was sold out. And the market had become as busy as it could be. Well, people were so cheerful by now that they bought material, they bought fruit, they bought vegetables, and they bought books. "Oh, well done. Your balloons certainly cheered everybody else up today," said the man on the fruit and vegetable stall. And the man on the bookstore said, "Oh, marvellous bit of business today. Well done. Balloons, marvellous idea. Marvellous." Well, Ben untied the last balloon from the side of the stall and bounced it up against his nose. "I found the balloons, didn't I, Dad? I made 'em laugh this week, didn't I?" "Well done, Ben," chuckled Dad. "There's nothing like a good laugh to cheer us all up."
He can laugh.
Right, why? I have come to do the cleaning. Well, the dusting, to be precise.
Oh, all right.
Where's the duster? Why?
Filed it.
Oh. And where have you filed it?
Under C.
Oh, C. Why C?
C for cleaning, of course.
Of course. C. Oh, there's lots of things that have been filed under C for cleaning. Polish, dusters, a dustpan and brush, some kitchen roll, all filed under C.
Of course.
What's this welly doing here? There's wellies all over the place today.
What's that?
It's a Wellington. I've got another one over by my tea tray. There it is. A pair of wellies. Where should we file them? Why?
Under R.
R? No, we should find them under B for boots.
No, R for rain.
No, B for boots.
R.
Why? No, B.
R.
B.
R.
B.
R.
B.
R.
B.
R. Stop!
Sorry, Pop. I tell you what, why? Why don't you have a look at this in the jukebox while I file these under B?
Our school's across the road from a Wellington factory. They use our feet to try out their boots. That's already good. We saw them being made. The first machine we saw, well, you put the stock on it, then there's a boot already being made. This thing goes down and it kind of like locks up. This is a boot that went wrong. These are the machines that knit the socks. Oh, the sock comes out into a bag. We saw the pink plastic. Well, it looked like a bit like slime.
La 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 da da dee dee da dum.
Oh, Simon!
Yes, why?
Oh, thank you. Simon,
Right.
this is too big.
Well, no, it doesn't go in the make box.
Why not?
Well, it's for cleaning.
Why?
Well, I suppose you could make something out of it, but what?
Oh, hold on.